And for our last game today at the Audi Dome in the qualifying round before the placement games on Sunday, we have next generation team Munich and FC Bayern Munich. We're going to say for the rest of the game FC Bayern, we're just going to call them Bayern to make it easy, and NG Munich for the other side. NG Munich is in white and peach, Bayern in red and white. Bayern finally in their normal red jerseys. They played the first two games in similar jerseys to NG Munich here, white and gold. Imagine Bayern, who's 0-2, maybe needs a good luck charm. Maybe that'll be their red jerseys. I'm here with Niels Jaeger, as the opening tip is won by Roos, but a little too strong. Niels, how are you feeling about this game?
Yeah, hey Kevin, it's good to be back. I'm not sure. I think the red jerseys may be a good luck charm. Bayern has had 2 games so far. They lost both of them, one by 14 points or so versus Kaunas. In the second game, they lost quite drastically against the Panathinaikos team from Athens. My gut feeling is they look kind of happy and in good spirits while they were warming up here. So my gut feeling is they're not going to want to exit this tournament 0-3. So I'm thinking they have something to prove. And if I was a betting man, which I'm not, I would bet my money on the FC Bayern team.
All right. Well, I love the optimism. Bayern, if nothing else, looking to finish the tournament, at least this part of the tournament, on a positive foot.
How about you? You would put your money on the...
I would have to put my money on NG Munich. They've just looked like a better team so far throughout the tournament. They just about defeated Zalgiris Kaunas, which would have put them on pace to be the first place team in Group B. And a great take. There's the guy right there who's led the team so far through the tournament. That's Ilan Petrus.
Number 3 in the white jersey. He's actually the son of a French basketball legend, Florent Pietrus, 2 meters tall, international for Team France for many years, and his son Ilian is looking like he's taking on the torch nicely. He's really led this team in the first 2 games.
Scoring 23.5 points per game, one of the leading scorers in the tournament. Pietrus was somebody that everyone figured you'd want to keep an eye on, but the guy who everyone expected to show off was number 23, Eriksson. He's been good, not great. There's a foul going to the basket. Both will shoot 2. You have a different starting lineup here, too, for Bayern. You've got number 15, Roos, number 14, Wolf. Both of them have not started in the first 2 games. Yamu is noticeably not starting. He's been the leading scorer, 10 points a game and 9 rebounds. He's been one of the bright spots for the Bayern team that it has struggled at home. And Wolf puts in both.
Yeah, it's kind of a surprise that the 2 big guys on Bayern's side, Oni Kviere and Yamu, are not starting this game, but Philip Roche. But it looks like Bayern coach wanted to shake things up. Oh, and Kolev misses the open layup here.
You have to like the hustle, though. Bayern has come out with a bit more pace, energy on offense and defense. Maybe that's part of the starting lineup. As you say, Coach Prestes for Bayern clearly wanting to mix things up after that whooping they took earlier.
We have to introduce quickly the new viewers to the team, NG Munich, which is called Munich, but again, it doesn't mean that these players are from Munich. It just means that they were selected by Adidas, who's the sponsor of this tournament, to come together as kind of like an all-star team from teams that are not competing in this game, in this tournament right here. So these players were put together from various teams all over Europe, and they have little time, of course, in practicing together. They've been in Munich since Tuesday, I was told, and so they have about 4 or 5 days of working out together, but of course that's nothing compared to teams like FC Bayern and other teams who have been working out and practicing together for way longer periods of time.
They're led by head coach Pedro Kaponen of fame here in Munich. Had a very nice few years. Finnish, first time ever head coaching, so you really have this all-star team coming from all over the place, from Denmark. You see Zhao there, he's from China. Nigeria, France. And they have been one of the better teams so far in the tournament.
The Chinese point guard Zhao, by the way, he's a player from Varese in Italy, but he's of Chinese descent, as you said, and he's been in Italy for a couple of years, making his mark.
Very quick point guard, number 1. Slow start offensively has been the case all tournament. But Bayern also, it's been the case for the team they're playing against. Their defense has been strong early on in each game. Edigen, number 22, puts it in.
Player from Ludwigsburg with a bright future. He likes to share the ball. Sometimes he could be a little bit more selfish, but a great player.
Kolev, nice take. First points for the barrel-chested number 12.
For the young Charles Barkley. For the round mound of rebound.
He had a nice dunk last game that it really surprises you. He's a stocky guy, but he can really get up. Edigen, oh, nice take and one. Left-handed finger roll, that looked good. Welcome to everyone also joining us on the Twitch stream. We appreciate you being here. If anyone has questions for Niels
or Kevin
or me, you can ask me some questions. I'm not much of a European expert, but I will do my best. I have watched every game of the tournament, so you want to ask me tournament questions, I can definitely do that. Niels is more of the general European basketball, youth basketball expert. They dig in. Three-point play is good. 8-6 in the early going. Let us know, too, where you guys are watching from. We've had viewers from all over the place, which is pretty cool. It's been really fun to experience this tournament with y'all. We've got a full day again tomorrow. 4 games. Bayern needs to win this game, and they need to win it by, I believe, at least 16 points. Otherwise, they will be playing in the 7th place game tomorrow, first game of the day at 10 o'clock Munich time. For those who haven't been watching, Bayern has suffered injuries of late. Several of their top players out. Interesting spin move.
Ivan Kachenkov and Martin Kalou, they're the big stars on the Bayern side, both out with injuries, so that's kind of unlucky. But they were managed to pull together some players with the crosstown rivals from KIX IBAM, which stands for International Basketball Academy Munich. So they have 4 players helping out here on the Bayern side.
Which is, again, interesting. We've talked about that in previous games, but crosstown rivals, teams that generally don't like each other. Nice pass. And a good finish. Boy, great connection. Dolic to Roos. Roos has been a very nice addition here to start. In and out.
4 points already.
Roos inside, gets the rebound eventually. Now it's out to Dolic. Without Yamu, without Onikwere, Roos starting, and it's paid off. Oh, nice block there.
That got really dark real fast for Dolic.
Sumert.
But he's a player with a big heart. I'm sure it's not going to put him down too long.
No question. Sumert, someone just asked in the chat what we think about Sumert. I honestly have not seen him much. Number 26. Oh, he's not on the. I'm sorry, that was 23. That was Eriksson. I don't think. No, it was 26. There's 26 over here under the basket. No, it was 26. I don't have much to say on Sumert. Let's see what his stats are.
Well, he's a big athletic guy. That's a good start.
He's number 26. He's averaging 6 points per game in the tournament. 2 rebounds. Solid. 3 fouls in the early going against NG Munich. 1 team foul against Bayern. Again, Bayern in red, finally. NG Munich in white.
Luka Pesic, new on the floor. Point guard with a good court vision, but he had a bit of an unlucky game earlier today. Let's see if he can turn things around now.
Falkenthal, also number 4, just took that shot, is on the floor. Here's a take, oh, and a block. Nice block by Roos.
Philip Roos, yeah, making his presence felt early here. He's got 4 points already, a couple of rebounds and a block now.
Dolinsky. Looking for an outlet. Here's Eriksson. Eriksson double. Dolinsky almost stolen under the basket. It's short, and he lays it up and in. Dolinsky got a second chance and put it home. 10-10. 4 minutes 40 left to play here in the first quarter. There's a foul on the perimeter. That'll be the 4th team foul. Excuse me. I got that wrong before. It's 2 team fouls for NG Munich, and it's 3 for Bayern. Here comes Yamu. Yamu's been the best player. As you see, Roos getting very nice words from the coaches and teammates on the bench. Very good minutes from Philip Roos. Yamu, though, he's been the top player for Bayern so far, as Falkenthal loses it for a moment. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Falkenthal takes it, left hand. Can't put it home. Zhao slows it down. Shot from deep. There's Yamu. He's done that all week.
Tight game here early on.
Pesic.
10 on both sides. That's what we like to see. Close, suspenseful game. And here's Kolev.
Kolev is fouled. 3rd team foul. NG Munich. Be taken in by Pesic, who, as we've mentioned before, is from basketball royalty. Father is the general manager here for FC Bayern. Grandfather was an all-time great coach. Up and good. Yamu at the buzzer. That's where he's been all weekend long, under the basket, collecting rebounds, collecting points.
Doing the dirty work, huh?
Doing the dirty work. I like how he plays. Good footwork under the basket, and a travel called against Summert. So a nice start, as we've kind of become used to with Bayern. Not overly high scoring. They're averaging, I believe it was 65 points per game, which is one of the lower in the tournament.
Okay, go to work, big fella. Nice.
Yamu, great footwork. Oh, can't finish. Boy, he's got some nice moves there inside. Just has to learn to put it at home. There's a foul on the floor called against Pesic. That'd be the 4th team foul against Bayern.
But Yamu definitely one of those guys that we would consider next generation. I mean, this goes for everybody on the floor basically, but there's a couple of guys who stand out on each team, and Yamu's been one of those guys with tremendous rebounding and just a great fighting spirit.
Niels, we've been asked who is the best player for Bayern Munich in this tournament so far. What would your opinion be on that?
Well, I would say in terms of stats that the guy that we're just talking about, Yamu, in terms of rebounds, he's always kind of leading the pack in points too. But number 3, Dolic, one of the point guards, has also been one of the players that I was really pleasantly surprised with. Every time he takes the floor, he brings a lot of great energy. He was one of the highest scorers in the last game too. He's kind of an unlikely hero, which is always a good story.
Well, he's got 9 points per game, 3 assists, 1.5 steals. He has been as you say, kind of the energy bunny in a travel. Zhao can't believe it. There will be 4 games tomorrow, starting at 10 o'clock. Bayern is doing everything they can in this game not to play in the first game.
They don't want to get up early.
They do not want to get up early. And neither does Niels, because Niels is going to be here for the Bayern game. So he's hoping they're playing at 12 rather than 10. Here's Yamu trying to get up. Oh, nice block underneath, but the ball will stay with Bayern. 11 seconds left on the shot clock. You can tell Yamu really trying, and the team trying to work through him under the basket. Four team fouls for Bayern, 3 for NG Munich. Here's a shot from Pesic. That's long. Niels, here's another question. Do you think it plays a role that FC Bayern is mixed with rival Munich players? How much did they practice together before the tournament?
You know, they did practice quite a lot before the tournament. They did have a couple of weeks of working out here, I think in the Audi Dome and also on FC Bayern's campus. They also played a Christmas tournament in Bassano in Italy, which they won apparently. So they did have some quality time with getting to gel and getting to know each other. But you know, injuries are a problem, and you know they just haven't been able to really find their footing so far in this tournament. But they did have enough time.
That was a nice pass and finish from Zhao.
Which, by the way, can't really be said for NG Munich, which is, again, an all-star team made up of plenty of internationals who just had 4 or 5 days of kind of working out together. So they just kind of got to know each other.
And that's been an impressive coaching job in my mind from Kaponen, again in his first ever coaching role, and has just managed to I don't know if it's the game plan or if it's at least keeping these guys melded, put it in the right lineup. There's a nice steal from Bayern. Pesic ends up with it, up ahead. Looking to go quick with Falkenthal, and that's an absolute foul.
And he gets that to go. Nice job by Falkenthal, who has not been very lucky so far in this tournament, but he gets this one to go.
Boy, if you're going to win these games, you just need to get some bounces to go for you. Get the ball to roll in a few times. Jay Wickett says, shout out to Niels, just like the old times when he was on Inside NBA on German sports television. GSF.
Thanks, Jay Wickett. And give my best to the little Juppy son.
Free throws, or a free throw, I should say, for Falkenthal. Looking to make it a 3-point play. 16-13 in the early goings of this game. Bayern with the lead. Bayern is playing much better than they had in the first 2 games. Really like to see the improvement. There's a foul called. That will be the 5th, so NG Munich will head to the line.
Bayern played actually a pretty competitive first game against Kaunas. We were surprised to see them hanging there for a long time, but they never really had the lead. So at this point in the game, with just a minute to go in the first quarter, it's kind of a rare sight in this tournament so far to see Bayern leading the game.
Well, and even when they were in the game versus Kaunas, their offense never looked in rhythm, right? They looked. They stayed in. I don't even know how, but they stayed in the game, and they did.
Hella scrappy, rebounding, fighting, and kind of clawing their way back several times.
Right.
But never really got out front.
But this game, they look much more in control. Good rhythm. See if they can continue. Dolic, he's been a big part of it. Drive. Here's a shot from the corner, and it's good. That's Varner with the 3. 47 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Here's Pietrus. He's back on the floor. NG Munich looking for offense. Getting a little feisty out there. Dolic making it uncomfortable. Diawara banging inside, and that's a steal.
But their best players, Diawara and Pietrus, have not been a factor in this game, neither of them. So that's a big problem for NG Munich. If they want to stay in there, they need actually both of these guys to wake up. Diawara with 0 points, Pietrus with 3. They've been their most reliable players.
Diawara he looks like a pro. And just the way he plays, his length,
But so far, he looks like a pro who has not made a basket.
Yeah, this is exactly right.
So in terms of body and athleticism, you're absolutely right. Here he is with the rebound, running the ball up court.
There's Pietrus for three. That's short. Diawara with the rebound. 2 seconds. Oh, and they bail him out. That's a foul that Coach Prestes is not going to be happy about. Prestes, excuse me. Diawara will shoot 2 with 0.5 seconds remaining.
Remember Darius Miles of the LA Clippers?
I do.
He kind of has a similarity to it.
Yeah.
To Diawara.
Yeah, I can see that. Lanky, but not even lanky. Long.
Long, thin.
Yeah.
Cornrows. He's got it all.
Right. And the quarter will end. We will answer the rest of your questions, or the ones that we have up, in just a moment after a 2-minute break as we head to quarter number 2. We're beginning the second quarter here in the Munich-U18 Dome. Next generation Munich, NG Munich, as we're saying, 16. Bayern in red, they're at 20. It's a nice lead. Been a very competitive, balanced game here so far. As we see big man number 16 in red coming on for Bayern. Oniquere. Dolic, dribble drive, tries to find the big man. He gets him right under the basket.
Oh, yeah.
And he puts it home.
I said it before in other games, but I presume there's guys listening now who didn't listen before, so I'll let you know a little bit something about Oniquere. He's only played organized basketball for about 2 years. He's from Nigeria, and he came to Munich by way to the EBAM team in Munich by way of Belgrade, and now he's here. He's a super raw talent. He has a nice touch already, and if he can take that athleticism and build around it, he's going to be a really special player.
Got a decent shot as well. We were asked, speaking of youngsters, on the chat by Gens Snitchy. He asked, Niels, are there any 2007 born prospects through the whole tournament who've impressed you?
I'm sure there are. I'm not really good at maths. 2007.
Right, wait a second, which ones?
Not sure what that means, but I can tell you there's 2 guys on the Real Madrid team who are 16 years old, and Gonzalez and Igor Demin. These guys, I mean, they look like absolute mutant ninja turtles. I mean, they're 16 years old, 2 meters tall, they can shoot the lights out. Anybody who has time tomorrow at 4 p.m., I think it's 4 p.m., should tune in definitely to watch the final. in which Real Madrid is going to make an appearance. I mean, these guys, I can safely say I've never seen a team under 18 play like these guys play. And they're not even 18 or 17, they're 16 years old, already playing partly for the pro team in Real. So,
well, it's an incredible thing as we get a shot clock turnover. Dolic has it up ahead to the big man, again under the basket. Oh, he can't finish, gets his own rebound and puts it in. There he is, they're finding him underneath. Nico, Real Madrid, it's incredible when you look through the standings as the shot is up, rebound Nico. You see the point differential in Group B. Zalgiris Kaunas is in first place. They have a plus point differential of 20, so 20 plus. That's a foul.
In three games.
In 3 games. Yeah. And Real Madrid, through 3 games, a plus 139.
Jesus.
This is absolutely ridiculously absurd what they've done. They played against a very good Alba Berlin team, a very good team who was really easily beating their opponents in this tournament.
Until they met Real.
And Real beat them by 64 or something. Just absolutely absurd. One of the best games I've ever seen from youth basketball. As you say, just questionable. Coach is like, that is not what I drew up. But Bayern gets it back. Dolic.
If you make it, there's no such thing as a bad shot. But if you don't,
then there is such thing as a bad shot.
You're going to get criticized by the coach. Nice hustle here by number 9.
Dolinsek will head to the line. Yamu will come back onto the floor. Let's see who he replaces. Looks like it'll be Grusendorf. So you'll have 2 big men, Yamu and Oniquere, out on the court at the same time. Let's see what they can do under the basket.
It's like Hakeem Olajuwon and Ralph Sampson back in the day, the Twin Towers for the Houston Rockets.
Right.
And FC Bayern has really 2 tremendously athletic and dominant players down low. I hope, from a Bayern perspective, I hope they can make the most of it.
You mentioned in previous games that Yamu comes over from Ukraine.
Yeah, that's right. He's actually a refugee who came over here with his family just recently. Due to the war, of course, he was forced to leave, or his family was forced to leave. And he's found a new home here at FC Bayern, and things seem to be working out well for him. At least he's very well integrated in this team already.
Someone mentions in the chat that Frederick Eriksson is also 16 years old. He's been solid in this tournament, averaging 8.5 points, 3 rebounds. He has a lot of eyes on him coming in. He's been decent as a foul is called on the floor. That'll be the second team foul for NG Munich. Bayern up by 4. 7 minutes left here in the first half as Pietrus leaves the floor. Zal comes on. As you said, pretty interesting to see that Pietrus and Diawara have 4 points combined. Eriksson has 6, so maybe he is going to be their scorer today.
Yeah, 4 points in the first half for the dynamic duo is not enough if they want to compete in this game.
Nice take. Foul called. That will be free throws for Pavkovic. He misses his first. NG Munich looking to play in the 3rd place game tomorrow. That'll be at 2 o'clock. In the meantime, we will take a quick break and be right back after this short pause.
FC Bayern leading the game here, 26-23 against Next Gen Munich. And everybody who's a homer, just like myself, is gonna find pleasure in the score so far.
I'm just enjoying a better game. You know, I mean, the first two games were they're rough to watch, weren't very smooth. Maybe you saw a bit of that. You know, the two teams combined together with Bayern and EB, maybe that caused a little bit of a difference in style or something. But this game has really, so far, looked better. Until then. 26-23. Don't forget to ask us your questions, comments, concerns. Oh, nice layup. Good take, Giovanetti. If you have criticisms, well, you can send that somewhere else. We'll find you an email somewhere. We don't want to hear those. Oh, a little long, looked good. Diawara. NG Munich has numbers. Zhao slows it down. Diawara, nice block. Poked away. Eriksson has it. Giovanetti, short. NG Munich comes down with it. Giovanetti, travel. Pretty interesting. I've noticed today the referees calling a lot more travels than they did yesterday. It makes me wonder if someone got on the phone with all the officials and said, hey, they're getting away with some stuff. It's been much, much tighter in calling travels. Dolic to the rim, and he'll take it home. Dolic again, averaging 8 points. He's got 4 so far. Bayern takes, again, a 3-point lead. Giovanetti. Ooh. Inside, wide open, good pass, and a goaltend.
Nice pass.
It was a nice pass. And it looks like somebody forgot to switch. Something happened wrong in the inside. I like how Pesic was kind of like, what happened? Well, he can't hit off the backboard and then block it. 28-27. Dolic. Dribble drive, nice pass inside. Wow.
Philip Rose. Not a big factor in the first 2 games, but he's got more minutes in this one, and he's kind of proving the coach correctly, you know.
Dolic to Roos 2 times now, and they're calling that a blocking foul. Pesic. That's one of the worst things in basketball, right? You take a charge, you get an elbow in the chest, and a foul.
And then you exit the game.
And then you exit the game.
And then you get a spanking by the coach.
That is not a fun moment for Pesic.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, absolutely. Giovanetti heads to the free throw line. Hits the first. And misses the second, but it's rebounded and put in.
Oh, that hurts.
You can't let that happen.
Gotta box out, guys.
Pavkovic ties it up. Dolic. Yamu. Foul called. Looks like it's on Zhao. 4th team foul for NG Munich. Wolf will inbound. Roos and Dolic, they've been a good combo. Started the game, have connected several times. Dolic looking to take it. 2 seconds left. Roos throws it up, not long enough. Shot clock violation. Giovanetti thought about taking it in. Instead, it's Diawara. Back to Giovanetti. Diawara looking to slow things down. Giovanetti. That one's off the mark. Dolic up ahead. And thrown away. Wolf. Zhao up ahead. Here's Diawara, and he'll lay it up. And a timeout called by Bayern, who have given up the lead for the first time in a long time. 32 NG Munich, 30 FC Bayern. Three minutes 40 to play here in the first half. Next generation team Munich just took the lead 32-30 over Bayern, who turn it over. Someone asks, what do we think about Pietrus? And I'd say up until this game, he's been one of the best players in the tournament, but Bayern has kept him under control.
Yeah, only 3 points so far. I think those were the first 3 points scored in the game. And since then, it's been quiet.
He's on the bench now. Zhao, kick ball. Sorry, that's Valisin. Diawara. Frenchman.
He's got a height advantage there versus Kolev. Let's see if he can use it. Yep.
He does. 5 points for the big man. Falkenthal.
He's starting to heat up, Diawara.
Falkenthal, another player on loan to FC Bayern.
Offensive foul called on Jeremy Kolev. Too bad.
It was a late call, but it was not a bad call. He kind of barreled in there like a bull.
The ref was right there. Kind of heard the impact. Sometimes that works.
At least in this case, he didn't get a foul. He didn't have to head to the bench, right? Sometimes the pain is worth it. Diawara rims in and out. Good box out. Good box out by Rus, and he's gonna force a foul from Pavkovic. Very strong by Rus. But it's interesting because I know you've mentioned it several times that you want Rus to kind of get a little more physical. I think he's looked good.
Yeah.
He's looked really physical. He's looked strong.
But this was the first game that he's taking advantage of his opportunities and of his physical skills. And
right.
He's the kind of player that sometimes you have to shake and wake up and let him know that he's actually one of the strongest guys out there. Because he's such a nice kid, I think sometimes he doesn't want to hurt those people around him. But maybe he was angry after 2 losses and kind of woke him up.
Something changed. He misses both free throws. Under 3 minutes to play. Neither team having much foul trouble. Pesic for Bayern has 3. There's Valisin. Diawara. The 3 is up. No good. Nicely rebounded by Kolev. Falkenthal. Falkenthal to the rim, and it's up and in. It was already in the basket. It will count.
Kissed it off the glass. That was sweet the way he did that. There's a smaller point guard going in there versus all the big men.
He had that in the first game against Zalgiris. He really had a few takes left-handed, strong to the rim. For a guy who's not big, it's always impressive to see those point guards go in among the trees and come out with points. 2 minutes to play.
Diawara feeling it. He's feeling it.
And a nice steal. Here he is again. This is Roos. Strong take and a slam. There's a highlight. Number 15, Philip Roos. Wake up, Bayern. Wow. We'll be right back. Well, if there is something that's going to pump up a team, it is that monster slam from Philip Roos, who's really come on here in game number 3 of this tournament.
He's leading his team in points with 8 points. Eriksson on the NG Munich side with 6 points.
Pietrus back on the floor, guarded tightly by Falkenthal. Pietrus likely wanting to get involved here. Eriksson inside, good pass. Oh, and a block inside, that's Roos. Foul called.
You know, Philip Roos was recently called up to play for the U18 German national team. This is just a couple of days ago, so maybe that gave him like an energy boost and a confidence pill, because he's really playing a good game so far here.
Both sides. Big man being involved. Varner heads to the line. He'll shoot 2, trying to break the tie. He does. One minute 25 left in what has been a very entertaining half of basketball. Varner hits both. Full court press here from Bayern. And it's stolen away by Falkenthal. Knocked out of bounds.
This is the first time we saw that press so far, I think, in this tournament by Bayern.
That strong of a press? Yeah, I think so. Boy, there's just a whole different energy to this team right now, isn't there? Eriksson.
Absolutely.
Taken inside. Kolev tries to defend and will give up the foul. Sumert will shoot 2. He hits the first. We're again asked, who is Bayern's best player, according to the commentators? We answered that already, but hard to say. I mean, Yamu, I would say would have been the best until this game. In this game right now, I would say without question, Philip Roos. It shows you the game of basketball. It's a team sport. Some guys have it one day, other guys have it the next. Falkenthal inside. Here's Roos up and can't finish. Minute 8 remaining, and NG Munich will head back to the line.
Yeah, Philip got frustrated because he didn't make that easy layup, and then kind of went for that dumb foul.
3 fouls now on Philip Bruce. Greppi will look to take the lead again for NG Munich. Zhao comes back on the floor as Petrus leaves. Very balanced scoring for both teams. No player has reached 10. Philip Ruiz leads all scorers with 8 through the first half. Very interesting. As you're asking, who's the best player? In this game, it's been kind of hard to tell. It's been pretty balanced for both teams. Greppi takes the lead. NG Munich. 38-36, 1:08 to play in the half. Falkenthal. Yamu back on the court. They're going to look to feed him. Yamu inside. Now it's Falkenthal. He takes a 3. It's up and it's long. Chance for a fast break, and the ball is nearly lost. 45 seconds left. Here's Eriksson. Yamu tips it away. Nice steal there. Ends up with Kolev. Kolev. Almost thrown away. Take to the basket. A block, and the ball is out off of Bayern.
That's kind of a double penalty when you get blocked and then it goes off of your own body and the opposing team gets the ball.
NG Munich will take a quick break, heading into the last 28.9 seconds of the first half. .9 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Adidas Next Generation Tournament, the last game, round number 3. Tomorrow will be the placement games. Bayern going to have to win pretty big to not play in the game at 10 o'clock for 7th place. Either way, right now they're playing to win this game, the game they're playing, would love to leave the tournament with a win.
The table is already set for the afternoon final, if I'm correctly informed. We're going to see Real Madrid play against Zalgiris Kaunas.
I believe so, yep. Yeah, because Zalgiris won their last game, they are in it. I would not want to be Zalgiris in terms of wanting to try to win that game. That shot is up, no good. 7 seconds remaining. Bayern's going to have to hurry. Here's Dolic behind the back. Oh, Falkenthal's got to shoot it. He's up, and it is just a bit long. Good attempt, good look. Doesn't drop. Bayern will head into the half down to NG Munich. They're up 38-36 over Bayern. We'll be back after a 10-minute break. We're back for the start of the second half for what has been a very entertaining game between next generation team Munich and FC Bayern. NG Munich is in white and I guess peach, whatever that color is. Bayern in red.
I think you would call it a neon peach. Yeah.
Is that what that is? All right.
It's a neon peach.
See, I've been lessoned in colors several times today. Real Madrid dressing in lavender, which I only learned today. Not purple, but lavender. Very, very balanced game. We're looking at the stats during the half, and there's really nothing as a foul called. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Didn't see it. Stepped out of bounds.
I was going to say, there was an aggressiveness in Diawara's step just now that we didn't see a lot of in the first half.
Right.
But the aggressiveness, made him step on the line.
Let's see if Bayern can pull this off. Have looked like a different team. A lot fewer mistakes than in the first games. There's a dunk.
Wow.
Zumert.
Nice pass, too, on the break by Diawara.
Dolic.
Dolic, by the way, leading his team in assists and rebounds.
Oh!
In this game so far.
7 points now, too. Giovanetti almost had it stolen from behind by Dolic. Here's Eriksson from the corner. That goes long. Diawara had the rebound, lost it. And the ball will stay with NG Munich. Yamu is starting the second half while Rus started the first. Rus also has 3 fouls that could play a role in that decision from head coach Prestes. That is a shot clock violation. Waited just a second too long, and it will be Bayern ball.
I think he fell asleep on that play. Something was very off.
And nobody was yelling at him. He just kind of forgot. There's a shot clock. Here's Dolic. Kolev. Dolic. Pass inside Yamu. Nice pass. Boy, Dolic has had some real dimes today. 3 direct assists to layups. That's the first one to Yamu. He's had 2 to Rus. He's had a very nice game so far. That's up. Rebound falls. Who's got it? It's on the floor. That's going to be a...
You said it, Dolic with 6 assists already.
A couple of them have been very nice. He has had a very nice game as the point guard. He has really taken the role as a starting point guard. First game, it was Falkenthal. Pesic had a bigger role, but Dolic has just earned himself into the starting role. Kolev. Dolic, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Directing traffic. Shoot. Oh, and he drills another one.
I like the confidence. Back-to-back threes.
He is feeling it. Bayern up by 4. Eriksson, Diawara, Edigan. That's long. Rebound, punched out, and will remain with NG Munich. Edigan to inbound. Diawara. Giovanetti, dribble drive, takes it to the hoop, and it's long. Rebound Yamu. He throws it off Giovanetti. A bit sloppy and a bit lucky. Bayern. Leading scorer right now is Dominik Dolic with 10 points. Here he is with the ball.
Not only 10 points, Dominik Dolic is leading his team in PRI, points, rebounds, and assists as we speak.
Wow. What a game for number 3. Yamu takes a 2-point shot, and it's good. Bayern as a team is feeling it. As we mentioned in previous games, when you slump, you often slump as a team. Right now, they're feeling hot as a team. Dolic picks up a foul on the perimeter.
We haven't seen that range by Yamu before, but it's nice to see he has it.
Well, these big guys, you get that shot from a bit outside, and it will open up your entire game under the basket. As we see with the big men in the NBA these days, they almost all can shoot. Dolinsky takes a shot. Very tough shot forced. Yamu. Now it's Dolic, player of the game so far for Bayern. Kolev over to Yamu. Back to Dolic.
He's going to take another one, I'm pretty sure.
He checked. Nope. And it goes long. Ball is thrown away. Possible chance for a fast break. And a block.
Monster block by Jeremy Kolev.
I would not want to be one-on-one against Kolev at the rim. He just looks like a bruiser.
He's a sneaky jumper. He doesn't look like a jumper, but he
right.
is.
Edigan from under his own basket. Dolinsky. Giovanetti. Looks like almost another block on the inside. Kolev ends up with it. Dolic.
He's feeling it. He's got that confidence. But can't connect.
Shot from the corner. Edigan. That goes long. Neither team can hit from three. Wolf waiting to check in for Bayern. Grissendorf. Kolev, nice spin move to the basket, and it's blocked. Yamu ends up with it. Can't get it in. And it's 3 points for Edigan. Cherry picking. Nobody was there on defense. 46-42. Bayern in the lead. Dolic directing traffic. Bayern's offense has slowed down a bit here as it's stolen away by Edigan. 2-on-1. Up for a dunk.
Wow.
Boy, he wanted that one. That was Sumert 1-on-1 versus Kolev. And Kolev made it difficult.
Way up there.
Let's watch that one again. Nope. This is the jump shot from Yamu. Oh, a nice block there in the highlight. Kolev has had some nice, strong defensive plays. That was a nice, strong defensive play there. He was called for the foul, but that was a good foul. If you're going to take a foul, make it a tough one. Make it hurt a little bit.
Make it count, yeah.
Sumert. He's now got 8 points. Quietly effective.
Nia Gvera checking back into the game for Kolev. 16-year-old, 2'16", player from Nigeria, who just recently arrived in Munich and is making his impression felt.
How big could he get? I mean, that's kind of the question. I mean, you're not done growing at 16.
Yeah, you may be right. I mean, he's 216 already.
Right.
If he adds another couple of centimeters, he'll be huge.
Well, the Nuggets recently had a guy from Africa, Bol Bol.
Oh, yeah.
Son of also a famous basketball player, and he was, boy, I don't know in meters, but I think he was 7. He's still playing it. Good player. 7'3", maybe 7'4". Just ridiculously large. Up, no good. Rebound is put in by Pavkovic.
His dad, Manutbol, was a good shooter from three-point land.
That's right.
Did that go for Bobo?
Yeah. Yep. He is also a three-point shooter. Didn't have much success with the Nuggets. Now, boy, who is he with now?
I think he's on
Charlotte?
the Magic.
Magic, okay, yeah. Ooh. Almost a travel. He rolls it up and in.
I said pretty, but it wasn't pretty.
It wasn't pretty, but he got the job done. When you're that tall, you're just almost like eye level with the basket. Makes things a little bit easier when you're at the rim. Pietrus back on the floor. Thought about a jump shot. Instead, passes it out, and that's well short. Bayern ball. Bayern up again. 2-2. Been a tight game. Very evenly matched, both teams. Going into it, I honestly cannot say that I expected this. Bayern had not played well in their last game, and NG Munich just about made their way as favorites to make the top spot in Group B. Falkenthal, pass intercepted. Pietrus at the rim, and he missed it. Dribbles out, and they're not going to score as it's ripped away. Grusendorf strongly played in a big missed chance there.
I think Pietrus wasn't sure what to do. He was going to lay it off the glass or lay it off the glass for his trailing big man to dunk it, or he was going to just lay it off the glass and put it right in. And I think he didn't make the decision. One
of the most dangerous things you can do in sports is to think, right?
Yeah.
At least to overthink. Falkenthal to the rim, tasses it back. Very sloppy play. Zhao, that's good. Boy, we've not seen him shoot much. Good looking stroke.
Nice form, yeah.
NG Munich will take the lead again. 2 minutes 44 left in the third quarter. Falkenthal. Foul called. You immediately see the difference when Dolic is off the court. He has really solidified his role as point guard, really directing traffic well, being a big-time game changer. Let's see if he only has a few minutes of rest. Inbound from Wolf. Here's Nico. Falkenthal. Nico at the rim. Wasn't quite high enough, and it's stolen away. Pietrus now on the other side. Zhao inside. Now back out. Edigan. Shot is up, and the three is good from Dolinsky. 52-48, Bayern is on a very cold stretch. They need to figure something out on offense. Shot is up, that's not it. Dolinsky with the rebound. Zhao takes control, calms down the offense. 1 minute 50 left, third quarter. Pietrus, jump shot.
Just no luck for him so far. He's played such a strong tournament in the first two games. In this game, still only with 3 points.
He's played a lot of minutes, maybe feeling it in his legs today. Falkenthal, nice pass. There's a good dump off to the big man who slams it home.
He hardly had to jump on that one.
It's incredible, right? Tiptoe, slam. Yamu pokes it out, almost stolen away.
Pietrus keeps it alive. Passes out to Zhao.
In the corner, and he drills it. Boy, Zhao has been really quiet up until now.
Wonder why. Obviously, he can shoot it.
It's true. It's interesting. He's not been a focal point of the offense in this tournament. Falkenthal to the rim. Puts it home. 55-52. 48 seconds remaining. This game has been tight throughout. Zhao, he has gotten hot here in the last few minutes, and a foul called. That is only the fourth team foul. 37 seconds left. We'll have a few substitutions. Looks like 3, in fact, for Bayern. Roos. First time we see Brunetto. That is Niels' favorite player over here.
He spent the first 3 quarters on the bench, am I right?
He did. Yeah, his first time coming on.
This player from Italy, he has kind of an awkward-looking game now and then, but awkward sometimes is good if you catch your defender on the wrong foot. So I'd be surprised if we don't see him making his mark here.
And I think he's shooting 50% from 3 in the tournament. Lanky guy, got a nice deep shot. Zhao, he wants to see if he can get another one. Nope, that one goes long. Rebound tipped up, ends up to, excuse me, Pietrus.
He's there when it counts, obviously.
He gets the three to roll in. 58-52, unfortunate ending here to the third. Bayern needs to score here, try to get momentum back on their side before we head to the fourth. Falkenthal from deep, doesn't drop. 4 seconds left, Delinsky up ahead, and it's kicked. Smart kick in terms of the Munich side. It should be about probably 1.5 seconds left on the clock or so. Not much more, maybe 2. And a timeout is called by Pedro Kaponen and NG Munich. We'll be right back after a quick break. With 1 second left on the clock, or 1.2, it does not leave many options in terms of play calls. You almost have to throw it towards the basket. I think you can if you're very quick, catch, grab, shoot, but it's pretty rare to see. There it is. They got it off, but they don't get it in. We'll head to the fourth quarter. NG Munich 58, FC Bayern 52. We'll be back after a 2-minute break for the fourth quarter here at the Audi Dome. Here we go for the last corner of the night. Last quarter, not the last corner. See, I'm getting tired. It's been a long day. We've appreciated you all being along for the ride with us here on the Twitch stream. Thank you for your comments. It's been fun here with Niels. Good to have a good game here from Bayern. Tight game. Well played. But NG Munich might be pulling away here as we speak, as they make another three, take a 9-point lead. Bayern had the lead, but has gone cold on offense here in the last 5 minutes. Dolic is back in the game. There's a three-point attempt, and it is good. Boy, they needed that one. That's Varner, and that's his second three of the game. Big one. Giovanetti controls the ball. And another travel. See, again, we've seen that over and over in the tournament. That first step must be a common error for the youngsters.
It's not something they would call in the NBA, let's put it this way.
That is very true. Watching too many LeBron James highlights, I suppose. Dolic. Screen set by Ruiz. Dolic takes the three. Oh, it looked good for a second. Rims out. Now Pietrus. Takes the three and drills it. Boy, oh boy, there's an answer. 9-point lead again.
Pietrus is heating up. That's a dangerous sign for FC Bayern, and a great one for NG Munich.
9 points now for Pietrus. There's Wolf inside. Varner. Kolev has to shoot. It is off the rim. And a foul called, I believe, on Ruiz for pushing.
That would be his fourth. Yeah, and it is.
As we watch the three from Varner. Nine-point lead. NG Munich. NG Munich has the chance to play for the the third place game. Pietrus is short. And just sloppy play ends up as a bucket for NG Munich.
Nice hustle there by Schumert on the NG Munich side. He's been their leading scorer so far with 12 points.
Things are starting to fall apart a bit here for Bayern.
As Desmond Yamu steps back onto the court. He's been their most reliable player in this tournament so far.
And we've got another 8 points. Pietrus. Dribble drive, left-handed take to the basket. It's up and it's good. Wow. Boy, as you said, he's heating up.
He really came alive.
You say NG Munich fans, do they actually exist? I don't know.
I'm sure each player has some fans
Exactly.
watching.
The Pietrus fans.
Yeah, he was quiet for the first half up until the end of the third quarter. He only had 3 points. He's got 11 right now.
The shot is very long. Great rebound by Ruiz. I think they said he stepped out of bounds. Sorry, I missed the call. He was among the trees. Dolic will head off the floor. That has not been a good sign for Bayern in the game. 13-point lead. Pietrus. Valisin. Eriksson. And a foul against Schumert.
We're about 20, 25 meters away, but we heard that up here, that body contact.
As we said, if you're gonna foul, make it count. Get your pound of flesh. Schumert has been active. ANGT games tomorrow. The seventh place game will be at 10. The fifth place game will be at 12 noon. The third place game will be at 2 p.m. and the first place game between Zalgiris Kaunas and Real Madrid will be at 4 p.m., all Munich time. And we'll be here for all of it. Or Niels will be here for 2 of the games. Looking like maybe the first and last, perhaps.
Yeah, I'll be here for the Bayern game as well as for the final game.
And I'll be here for all of them, if my voice will make it. Eriksson from 3. That's short. Falkenthal with the rebound, up ahead. Pesic back on the floor, now Yamu. Niku, Pesic thought about it. Niku, nice pass. Very good vision from Pesic. Found Niku on the roll. Good pass inside there. They say everything you can do, I can do better.
NG Munich suddenly up by 15 points here.
That happened quick, didn't it?
Yeah.
Falkenthal. You start getting hot from downtown, and boy, does that make a difference. Falkenthal. Into Niku, nice pass. Cannot get it up. It'll be tied up. Ball will remain with Munich. Dolic is quickly back on the floor. Pesic leaves. He had a nice pass in his, maybe 1 minute of action. We got a possible injury here. Doesn't look too serious for Greppi. It's been one of the nice things to see in the tournament, or to not see, I suppose, is there have not been many injuries. Now let's hope and pray that continues. Shot is up from Falkenthal. No good. Been a clean tournament in terms of, I suppose, attitude. Good sportsmanship from everybody alike. And there he is again, Pietrus.
He's been the game changer. Ever since he switched it on, NG Munich has come back and really taken a commanding lead here. And it's basically, Pietrus had a lot to do with it.
Well, and then we wondered where he had been all game, as that doesn't hit anything. Pietrus with the rebound. Up ahead, nice pass to Eriksson. And a foul called on Dolic. Clear frustration from Bayern. Bayern had the lead about 10 minutes ago, if you can believe it. They're now down by 18. We'll be back after a quick break. .7 minutes remaining. What was a very close game. It feels like just 2 minutes ago. I think, Niels, you're with me on that. It feels like this game was a game, and just out of nowhere, NG Munich is about to take a 19 or 20-point lead.
Pietrus and co kind of flipped this game upside down within just a blink of an eye. It took like 2.5 minutes. And now they're really in command here.
When it rains, it pours. Yamu will leave after that mistake. Bayern, who had hoped to head into tomorrow on a positive note, looking like that's not likely to be the case as a foul is called. First team foul, excuse me, the third team foul for Bayern.
Bayern down by 20 with just under 5 minutes to go.
They need a turnaround like we just saw from Petrus. Eriksson lays it up in an easy, and it's one of those issues that you've seen with this Bayern team. I just don't know who they have who can, put on a show and score a bunch of points. I don't know if they really have that scorer in this squad. I think
Dolic is the guy who has the guts, and they do have strong guys down low, but they need to get the ball in good position, which hasn't really been the case. Number 10, of course, the Italian kid, Brunetti, he can shoot.
And maybe what you need here.
Hasn't done it.
That's not what you need. Zhao up ahead. Eriksson's probably going to slam this home. He does. Things are absolutely unraveling for Bayern.
You can kind of tell by their body language too. It's getting a little bit slower and more depressing as we go along. They just need one or two actions.
This could be it. Kolev looks good.
There you go.
Is good. There you go. Turn it around. Zhao. Looking like we will see NG Munich in the second place game tomorrow, again at 2. That will be against Alba Berlin, who will, no question, be doing everything they can to get that awful taste out of their mouth after that horrifying loss to Real Madrid. So that was more Real Madrid than it was Alba Berlin, in my opinion. Just an incredible
they just put on a show. I mean, if they come back with a similar showcase tomorrow, then everybody's in for a treat. I strongly advise anybody who's watching to turn on at least for the final game at 4 p.m. tomorrow.
There's your guy Dolic.
Dolic pours it on here.
13 points for Dolic. Yeah, that game, Real Madrid and Kaunas, is going to be interesting. Block from behind. Bayern has turned it up here. Maybe too little, too late, but they've picked up the pace, hit some shots. Dolic looking to continue. Nice pass, good shot. Reneto, first points of the game. Boy, they need to go on a real run. They need to increase the pace, I think. You got 2 minutes left, down by 16. It's time to press. There's a good start. Stolen away. Taken up ahead, 2-on-1. Kolev doesn't get the foul, but scores the points.
Nice fake there by Dolev. Yeah, that's Bayern. They ain't going out like that. Making a late effort here in the game.
Timeout Component, 14-point lead. Boy, you like to see the fight. They are not going anywhere. 2 minutes, 3 left to play. 14-point deficit. We'll be right back.
Also haben wir nämlich heute.
Two minutes, 3 remaining in the game. 14-point lead. It was just 21, so Bayern is making it interesting. There is time. I think, again, you got to press a bit. You got to get some steals. Try to force some mistakes. Press the tempo. Zhao. Eriksson back to Zhao. Zhao hit a couple big three-pointers that really changed the momentum in the game. Foul up top. Shot doesn't count, but he will shoot 2 as Bayern has 5 team fouls. NG Munich has 0.
Eriksson is slowly gathering 12 points in the game so far. It's pretty good. It's quiet 12 points. 13.
Eriksson, one of those players to watch. Young guy, Denmark. He's got 14. 3 players with 14 for NG Munich. Zumert, Eriksson, Pietrus. Here's Dolic the other way. They got to score points, and they got to score them quickly. Both.
Oh, look at that. That's a mismatch if I ever saw one.
Zhao and Yamu. Zhao's still down there with him. Dolic takes it.
You know, oftentimes the big guys, they don't like to post up against those really little guys. They can make them look dumb.
Zhao, just too much time running off. I think Bayern is seeing their chances run out. The clock is definitely their enemy. Well, and so is Eriksson. 16 points, and that's going to probably put a bow on it for NG Munich. Dolic up ahead. Nice pass to Yamu. Good fake. Puts it in. Yamu gets his 10. Or was that 8? No, that was 8 for Yamu. Melisin. Yao. Zhao. Shot. That's long. And a foul on Yamu.
I think it was actually on 14. On Ivan Wolf.
Was that on Wolf? Either way, team foul. 2 shots. Pavkovic. 34 seconds left. Again, we will be back here tomorrow and streaming early in the morning as Bayern will be playing the first game at 10. Okay, I guess that's not that early.
How do you like your breakfast, Kevin?
That's a good question. Bacon, eggs over easy. Extra coffee. Extra coffee.
I'll try to bring some.
We will see Niels. He'll be back tomorrow early in this first game. Bayern versus Milan for 7th place in the tournament. Both teams winless in the first rounds. Yamu gets the rebound and the push. Oh, a little bit of sarcasm from the Bayern squad.
This is actually the first foul here in the 4th quarter.
That is pretty remarkable.
For Next Gen Munich.
Dolic, time expiring, 7 seconds left. Is he going to get off one last shot? Someone should. 2 seconds. Yamu gets his double-double. Good way to end it. 0.2 left. And that's all she wrote. Bayern will head to the 7th place game tomorrow, 0-3. They will not have a win in the opening rounds of the tournament at the Audi Dome. Let's see if they can get it tomorrow morning against Milan. We'll join you there at 10 o'clock. And remember, we got basketball all day long from 10 until about 8 p.m. So please join us there right here on Twitch. Bring your friends, bring your family. We'll see you then. And bring some coffee, because Niels and I are going to need it tomorrow for a long day. We'll see you guys then.
Take
Sleep
care,
tight.
everybody. Take care.
Ilan, Petrusa, congratulations, next generation team. You got a victory to finish the group stage. Maybe your thoughts about this game.
Yeah, that's a great win. But now stay focused for the game tomorrow.
Your thoughts about playing at this competition. Last year you played for this next generation team twice. How did that experience help you prepare for this?
Hey, good experience, a new coach, new teammate. But now be aggressive in the court and play together and win.
What's it like playing in this competition? You know, so many great players. You know, and this is now your second time. What's it like to play here?
What?
What does it mean to you to be able to play on this stage?
Me, a veteran player in the EuroLeague, my second year. I'm good tournament.